I thought maybe we're going to do the Black National Anthem first.
Oh,
No. So let's take a look at this. Basically, Alien Romulus. Two bits of Alien news. To me, quite reassuring. I know we've got some people that are not massively keen on the. This is both the Alien movie and the Alien TV series. So this individual, actually, there is some crossover because this individual is actually in Madame Web. And this came from her doing the rounds promoting Madame Web, which is surprising that they are doing promotion because I guess that's just Sony full blown burying their head in the sand on what a shit show that film's going to be. But basically, she's in a Alien Romulus, and she came out and said the following. Well, this is in an article, an interview with the Hollywood Reporter. Says Isabella is starring alongside Kaylee Spaney in Fede Alvarez's upcoming Alien Romulus, which takes place between Alien and Aliens during a recent round of reshoots. So that's the interesting part as well. They're doing reshoots, but it didn't leak. This has just been confirmed to the press, and then they've announced it. So that's actually quite positive, I think, because we know in this sphere that if it leaks, generally speaking, it's very, very bad news when they're doing reshoots. This actually just sounds like standard pickups as opposed to general reshoots. So that's positive because it leaks because people are like, "This is dog shit." Like, I want people to know. That's why we get told stuff, basically.
yeah.
Isabella and some nearby cast and crew got to watch a significant chunk of the film because, again, they're doing pickups. So they've managed to edit a lot of it already, and they got to watch them. And that was on Fede Alvarez's iPad. And one scene in particular prompted everyone but Isabella to look away in horror. And she said, and I quote, "There's a scene that I'm in, and they all had to turn away. Not one person stayed looking at that iPad because it was so disgusting. And I was watching it like this," and sort of, pulls a mesmerized look on her face. I was so excited. I think this is really, really good. I think this is very good news. To me, this takes it back. Look, Fede Alvarez, he's done some stuff that some people like, some stuff that people don't. Sure, whatever. But one of the things you've got to remember about Alien and Aliens is there was a differentiation between Alien to Aliens. Alien was more horror, more claustrophobic. And then Aliens became, a sort of a thriller sci-fi shooter type thing. There was some horror there, but it wasn't strictly a horror film. This tells me Fede's going back to the horror roots, I think, and some of that will inevitably result in gore. We had quite a lot of that in his Evil Dead film as well. But he also can create very tense films as well, because he did... I can't remember what it was called now. Was it Don't Breathe? Was that the film that he did? I think it was Don't Breathe, wasn't it? And then he did Don't Breathe 2. I think that's what it is. The blind guy. Anyway, so he can create a lot of tension and claustrophobia and, sort of build up the anxiety that way. But I thought I would bring this to you guys' attention. This, to me, is positive. And I think the important part of this, because lots of people will instantly go, well, Disney owns 20th Century Fox, so this is just screwed straight away. But actually, this was in the works years before Disney was even touching Fox. And I've said this about a lot of 20th Century Fox products that they've released now. A lot of this stuff was already in the works.
It's
And
20th
Disney
Century
just allowed it.
Studios now.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm saying when it was
There's no
20th Century
Fox.
Fox. Yeah, I know that.
No,
I'm
I
saying
know.
you fucking contrarian. When it was 20th Century Fox, this was in the works under 20th Century Fox. So I think this is positive. What do you guys think? Tom, let's get your opinion first.
Well, I'm just being pedantic because there's some people who still are confused that Fox Networks and Fox Sports thinking they're part of Disney. It's like, no.
Yeah.
News Corp took the Fox part of it. Disney took the 20th Century part of it. Anyway,
True.
that being said, as far as this goes, I know you're kind of looking forward to it, but I have very little faith in anything Alien.
Why?
I haven't liked anything Alien since Alien 3, really, and even that's barely a like. So yeah, no, I mean, I guess Alien versus Predator was okay as an also ran, but I have zero faith in Disney. Fede Alvarez, yeah, he's okay. I don't want some in-between movie. Like, why do they keep meandering in this period? Like, this is like Star
true.
Trek and other things that it reminds me of. Is like, we've already established the aliens exist. Okay? So now,
True.
if I was them, I would be getting a bunch of mercenaries. This should be called like alien mercs or something like
But then
that.
that's just but then that's just aliens, isn't it? It's the same
So
setup.
what? That's what people want. I mean,
Is it? Is
do
it?
we
Or
need
do they
another
want the
horror alien?
fabrication?
Look, we have had 5 or 6 horror alien movies now, and guess what? None of them worked, but the first one. None
Oh,
of them.
do you think that what was horror then? What do you think was horror? I didn't think Prometheus was really horror. I
Alien
didn't think Covenant
3,
was really horror.
Covenant, AVP
I didn't think that was
2,
horror.
Alien
Really?
4 was kind of leaning more back into the horror element. But then again, the point being is
Mm.
anytime they've gone that more direction, it's more crap. Well, Alien 4 is like a fucking just it's just a piece of crap in general.
Language.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't care. I'm actually probably looking more forward to the series just because I think that's actually set more in the future, if I remember right. But I don't
No,
know.
it's set in the past.
Oh, just get out of the past. Because that's the problem.
Just ruining Tom's day here with this stuff.
You're doing great. I'm enjoying Tom's suffering. Thank you.
Well, it's just like Star Trek, like we say. Why do you keep meandering and messing with the past? You're never gonna make anybody happy. You're just gonna screw things up. If you go in the future, we can have new characters, new aliens. Like I said, I would rather have like an adult version of that animated series we were gonna get, where it's a bunch of mercs going after, different versions of the aliens, because as we brought up before, they'll mutate their DNA with whatever they, impregnate.
Yes.
So you can have all kinds of cool aliens, right?
Well, that's the Kenner toy line, isn't it? Basically, that's what they did with that.
Yeah, but I want cow aliens. Can I get cow aliens?
They did that.
We got that in Alien 3.
No, but I want like a whole farm.
Yes.
I want that in my life.
Let's bring it back then. Tom, you're not a fan.
Right.
What do you think of culture?
Oh, I'm excited for this, and the fact that there's going to be all this amazing gore and stuff. I'm pretty stoked, man. I'm a guy that likes Event Horizon, so if you can do like something like that with Alien, sign me up. Like, make it just crazy, dark, gory, wild.
Even the loss
and have it mess with my head. The best kind of horror is the horror that messes with your head. Ugh.
True. Very, very true.
The audience is with me. They're already casting different animals as aliens.
Hey, I'm telling you.
All right. Well, sure. I get it. Like, I get the trepidation. I do get it. I get the
trepidation. Big word.
Let's take a look. I know I'm bona fide.
Well, if I may, I think Alien's biggest problem is it's already been overly pretentious. And that's why I think people like my ideas. You're having some fun with it. Aliens hasn't been fun since the second film.
Well, people forget that. There's nothing to say that it won't be fun, right? With Fede Alvarez's thing. There's nothing to say that, Fede Alvarez is aware that, a sort of a younger cast, he could be having fun with the younger cast and just brutally murdering them left, right, and center. That could be quite fun. You never know. But let's get to something which you're not going to like either, Tom, quite frankly.
I'm loving this today.
The Alien TV series. It's designed to be an ongoing series. Now, initially, it was stated that there was the potential for 2 seasons. The wording implies that actually it's 3+. So John Landgraf, the FX chairman, basically just spoke about the series, and he said the following: Alien is a big imaginative reimagining of that franchise. It was really fun to watch Noah take on the Alien franchise in the way I watched him take on Fargo. I try to figure out how to deconstruct where the magic of it comes from, what were the key ingredients, and how he can deliver those ingredients in a different way without just repeating things that have been done before. Tom, you'd like that. It's designed to be an ongoing series. So here you go. Here's the interesting thing. Then as far as Fargo goes, it's a matter of time, because I'm hoping Noah's going to be working subsequent seasons, as in done 1, subsequent seasons. That's a total of 2 more. So 3 subsequent seasons of Alien, and really try to turn that around fast. But my ears always perk up when he says he's interested in approaching more Fargo, and I think he did an incredible job this year with season 5. So, I've given you guys some of the leaks to do with this anyway, haven't I? Over these podcast episodes.
Yeah.
I think this is good, though. out of all the people that's handled ongoing series, Noah Hawley has done very well with ongoing series. Fargo is clearly one of them. And he did that other one, that sort of weird X-Men spin-off. I always forget the bloody name of it.
Didn't he work on like True
Um,
Detective or something like that too? What's the other one he had?
yeah, he's done a lot. He's done a lot. I think this is positive. I think it shows a very clear vision. And what is positive that you'll like about this, Tom, correct me if I'm wrong, is Ridley Scott's not really involved. It's Noah
Good.
Hawley making all the choices.
No, I mean this one, like I said, I think there might be a bit better chance of this one being more interesting. But again, it depends on who the characters are, what they're doing with them, um, how much Alien is actually going to be involved. I mean, if there's both of these sound like when is this one supposed to be taking place?
So this is supposed to be taking place in the near future on Earth. It
Oh,
sets up two different corporations, Wayland Yutani and then the Prodigy Corporation. I'm not going to go into the rest of it, but
I don't know.
there's
I'm
some
kind of
links.
getting tired of this idea that the company knew about them before the company knew about them before the company knew about them before the company
Well,
knew
no, I
about.
mean they have to know them from somewhere because they
It's
knew
just
about them for Alien, didn't they? So,
that never made no sense to me either. Just yeah, okay, whatever.
but it's what I mean. Like that's inbuilt already, so it's an open door to at least explain it. Tom's
Okay.
not convinced. Culture. Come on, be a ray of
I'm
sunshine.
excited. Unlike Tom, I love this. Are you kidding me? Why is Tom such a naysayer? I don't understand.
Because a lot of this shit can be taken care of in an exposition dump. We've already had
No,
I don't want an
enough of
exposition.
the
Why do you want an
Utani
I
exposition
Corporation
want
dump?
shit.
I want a show. I want a series.
We've already gotten all this crap already, though.
Okay, I
How
want
much more
more.
deeper and sooner did they know about the aliens back in 1889 and just didn't tell us about them now?
Well, I don't know if they had the technology back then, Tom.
My problem is like we find out that they found out sooner than they found out sooner than they found out sooner. It's like,
Well, this is explained. Well, this is set in the past. There's nothing else
It,
set canonically in the past
it,
aside from Prometheus and Covenant, but that's potentially wiped from canon now anyway, because this wipes that essentially from canon. So
that's may be interesting, but we'll see.
there you go.
yeah,
There you go.
I like cannons too. So there you go.
There you go. Right. Well, anyway, good starting point. And